मैया नेरा भावे अब राधा नाम मलाई। वृषभानु की लाली तो बुढ़धानी लागे, महारानी लागे। मने कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे, मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे। राधा राधा नाम रटत है जो नर आठो याम। राधा राधा नाम रटत है जो नर आठो याम। तिनकी बाधा दूर करत है राधा राधा नाम। राधा नाम से सफल जिंदगानी लागे, महारानी लागे। मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे, मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे। मीठे रस से भरोरी राधा रानी लागे, महारानी लागे। मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे, मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे। मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। यशोदा जिनकी मैया है, नंद जी बापैया है। यशोदा जिनकी मैया है, नंद जी बापैया है। ऐसे श्री गोपाल को, ऐसे श्री गोपाल को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। लूट लूट दधी माखन खायो, ग्वाल बाल संग धेनु चरायो। लूट लूट दधी माखन खायो, ग्वाल बाल संग धेनु चरायो। ऐसे लीला धाम को, ऐसे लीला धाम को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है।
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। एक एव परो बन्धुः विश्वे समुपस्थिते गुरु सकलधर्मात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। जय जय राम जय रघुराम जय 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 राम जय रघुराम जय जय राम जय रघुराम जय जय राम जय रघुराम जय रघुराम जय जय राम जय रघुराम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय रघुराम राम 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 जय जय राम जय रघुराम जय जय राम जय रघुराम जय रघुराम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय रघुराम जय जय राम Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Jaya Raghuram Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Jaya Raghuram Bolo Jaya Raghuram Bolo Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Raghuram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram 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 Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Shri Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Raghuram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Raghuram Bolo Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Jaya Jaya Ram Bolo Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Shri Ram Bolo Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Shri Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jai Shri Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Shri Ram. Jaya Shri Ram. Jaya Shri Ram. Jaya Shri Ram. बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, उमापति महादेव की, बोलो भाई सब संतन की। नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर महा हरि। Lot of questions are there. Let me see how many can be completed. Otherwise, we'll see later on. Okay, let's start now. Hari Om Swamiji. Hari Om. I'm not announcing the name. Shall I announce the name? Leave it. I offer my pranams. What role does karma play in one's quest for self-realization? Thank you. This question is in thank you also. So, see, karma plays a very, very big role. In self-realization, there are two things that play a very big role. One is the karma of a person, other is a grace of God. Like you are going on a road. So what will be your speed depends on you also and your traffic also. If the karma of a person is not good, the result will be twofold. First, he will not get outer situation of satsang and guru sang. Satsang and guru sang will be missing in his life. Absence of live satsang and guru sang tells that I have not done sufficient sankalp. Punya punja binu milena santa. So, unless the karma is very good, in Panchadashi you heard Karuna Nidhani Nudrata. You heard that Nadhya Kitavat Avartad Avartam. So if karma is not very good, you have not given lot of joy to others, if you have not served, if you have not visited temples, so there will be two results of this kind of. First result will be that outer situation, quiet situation of getting a teacher and the conducive situation from the family. You are free from two areas of earning and of enjoying. And no liabilities will be there if your karma is good. If karma is not good, then some liability will be there. Externally, there will be somebody whom you have to take care, and that will distract your sadhana. They will not allow you to walk on this path. And second thing, at the internal level, that amount of love and faith which we know, which is needed, surrender for Guru, God and Shastra, three places, will be insufficient. You will find difficult. So both are required in a very big measure, I will say. And both depend on karma and faith and grace of God. So very, very big role is there. It's not that simple path. That is what makes the seeker to seeker differences. The past plays a very important role. When I say past, it means past karma, past sankalp, what you have made. Some people have very good actions for material things, so they are millionaires. But they have not done upasana in sankalp or guru, etc. So they will also not have, they will be lucky materially but unlucky spiritually. Unlucky spiritually is a bigger thing than being lucky materially. Sudama was unlucky materially but very lucky spiritually. Vidur was unlucky materially but very lucky. Although materially also it is said he was living in a palace. But he was Dasi Putra, that was his hard luck. Shudra Putra they used to call him. So jati wise he was unlucky, but very lucky spiritually. ठीक है ना? So Ravan was very lucky materially, unlucky spiritually. Very lucky religiously, he was a very religious person. But spiritual disaster. So spiritual punya is different, material punya is different. If you do good actions in the past, you will get material punya. But to convert that material punya into spiritual punya, you have to have sankalp and special grace of God. And these two will take you to these two areas, mentally and situational wise. A very, very big action the karma will play. Not little action. Karma means my satkarma plus my sankalp plus my upasana. Three things. My satkarma, that means how much joy I have given to the people around. Number two, upasana. And number three, sankalp. Satkarma upasana, how much worship I have done of the God, and how much I have done sankalp, I want it. See Dhruji, if I tell you. Dhruji was not lucky like, material lucky like Uttam, his brother. Uttam was born to, what was her name? Suruchi. And Dhruji was born to Suniti. So Suniti was not that good looking as Suruchi was there. And therefore all attention she got and all love that Uttam got. So materially, Dhruji was not very great. And therefore he was taken away from the lab. But Dhruji had two very big, he had much more spiritual punya. His mother was very religious and spiritual. She only told, go to the forest. Which mother will say to the son, 4 years, go to the forest? And she only put the faith that God will fulfill your wishes. And second big spiritual punya of Dhruji was that he met Naraji. So having such a great mother and having such a great teacher, Naraji is the teacher of Parvati. He is a teacher of Prahlad. So he is a galaxy of one of the greatest teachers of the universe he got at a very young age. And biggest thing, he followed both of them. He followed his mother also, that means Shraddha was in big quantity. When Shraddha is there, then you follow very implicitly, explicitly, totally. And Shraddha was on Naraji also. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya was mantra given by Naraji only. And therefore he had a much more spiritual punya than this, what is his name? Dhruji's sister. Uttam. Uttam's mother never taught this to Uttam. And Uttam did not meet Naraji. Uttam did not have that spiritual punya. He was having material punya. And then ultimately, Dhruji got darshan of Bhagwan and he became, what to say of material here, and a lot of spiritual punya he had. Both kind of punya excelled. So in both the punya, spiritual punya is much, much bigger. King, it is said, he was going on his elephant and he sees a sannyasi is supposed to get down from the elephant and offer namaskar. Such is the glory of spiritual punya. You may have nothing, supposing you don't have anything, but you are spiritually very rich, you will be happy in that also. If you are devoid of desire, krodh, kam, you will be much more happier. That means your faith is very high. Spiritual punya is very high. Guru bhakti is very high. Ishwar upasana is very high. The million kinds of material punya cannot equate little of spiritual punya also. Okay. Let me now go to next question. I hope it is clear. Okay. If it is not clear, please ask to somebody. Okay, one more question is there. What is that question here? What is that question here? Would Swamiji, yes, Ji. There is a condition called sleep paralysis. I have not heard. Where one is awake but unable to move or speak, and has a haunting experiences like someone sitting on their chest. Huh? You had experiences? Huh? Here in the ashram? No, we should do havan, etc. अरे आश्रम में कहाँ से आ गए? Live people are enough. So has a haunting experiences like someone sitting on their chest, but as Uttar Mimamsa there are only 3 states. Exactly, there is no 4th state. 4th state is called Turi only, which goes through all the state. This is either self-hypnosis, somebody has been, by his own mental projection, or chances of ghosts, etc. is also there, cannot be ruled out, but I feel it can be more of mental kind of projection, somebody sitting on their chest, etc. He doesn't have a chair or what? But possibilities are there. I have heard, I have seen all these things. Therefore, I will not rule out presence of someone else. Ghost body is there, and ghost can do all these things. They can not only sit on the chest, but they can also close your mouth. You cannot speak, and many other things. But as far as this is concerned, only 3 states, as you have rightly said. Then it is for one more. So how do we explain sleep paralysis? Nothing is there. Is it just because science doesn't believe in ghosts? There is no sleep paralysis, and science believes or not doesn't matter. Shastra is the pramana. Science is the pramana for pratyaksh pramana. Where pratyaksh is there science may be pramana. But where after this birth, which birth is there Shastra or pramana. So it doesn't believe sleep paralysis. Any word for any mental thing they can bring out, no problem at all. Remain relaxed, and you may be having tight chest. Then you may have this experience, but I did not have such an experience that somebody sat on my chest. I'll hit him. You're disturbing my sleep. Okay, next lot of questions are there. What is the best sadhana to be done between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning? You can always understand, it depends on the mind actually. What is your best sadhana depends. If you have Rajoguna and Tamoguna, better to do puja. Always catch sthul sadhana, gross sadhana first, and not the subtle sadhana. It is that little high class seeker that should do subtle sadhana first and then gross sadhana. Every seeker is different. Because the moment you get up, you will feel lazy or you will feel drowsy. So better to employ something gross so that mind can be caught first. Otherwise, 2 hours you are sitting in meditation, and after that puja also could not be done, jap also could not be done, both had gone now. So for ordinary person, I will suggest he should do jap and puja first thing in the morning. for ordinary person. Ordinary person means Rajogun is more than Sattvagun. If Sattvagun is more than 50%, then for him I suggest he should do meditation and not indulge anywhere else. He should not start his puja, etc. At least half an hour meditation, 45 minutes meditation, then he should do puja, etc. So there is no blanket answer for that. It depends on what state of mind you have. Because meditation is not everybody's cup of tea. Even Sagun Sakar meditation is not that easy. I'm not talking of Vedantic meditation. Even the meditation on your God also, you have to sit straight. You have to close your eyes. You have to go in the realm of your Ram Bhagwan, Krishna Bhagwan, and then do puja. It needs a lot of practice. So what I will suggest, please give ordinary person, take bath, do some puja, and after that you can do Sagun Sakar meditation. If you are mainly Sagun Sakar Upasak, then do your jap. And when you have focused your mind from all the areas, then you meditate on the God. Atyashramastha sakalendriyani nirudya bhaktya swagurum pranamya ritpundarikam virijam vishuddham vichintya madhe vishuddham vishokam achintam avyaktam anantarupam shivam prashantam amritam brahmayonim. You meditate on Lord Ram or Shiva. But meditation should be a very strong part. After you can see that I can meditate for longer time, then I will say second stage is you bring that Sagun Sakar meditation first and then come to puja. Because your mind has become quiet and settled. Third stage is, if you are a little high class seeker, then you start with Nirguna Nirakar, get up early and contemplate on the self and don't allow Rajogun to disturb the Sattvagun if you have plenty of Sattvagun. But ordinary person, he doesn't have control on his sleeping or his eating or his before that, talking, etc. So all will play on your mind when you start doing it, meditation. So it depends on what is the stage of your mind. If you are in RST, Rajogun is RTS, Rajogun is first, Tamogun is second, and Sattvagun is, then you should do puja first. If you are in this is RST na, Rajogun, Sattvagun. If you are RTS, do puja first, Rajogun followed by Tamogun. If you are in RST, then also do puja and do more jap. And if you are SRT, then you should do meditation. Don't disturb the mind by doing anything else. Just do meditation on Nirgun Nirakar or Sagun Sakar. Bhagwan Krishna, when he was getting up, he never took bath also. He used to wash, just sit on meditation as per Bhagavad. He used to sit in meditation for some time and later on do all this puja. So don't follow Bhagwan Krishna in this because you cannot do it. Sleep. The meditation will become another sleeping session. Holding on to gross, you can go to subtle. Don't hold to subtle immediately. You cannot get the subtle aspect. First, get control of your body. Get control of your sense organ. Get control, master these, and then you can glide into the meditative realm, which is your aim. Okay. Next question. I hope it is clear. If it is not clear, no problem. Okay. There are a lot of questions. 3 questions on our Ram Janmabhoomi. Can I continue? Question number 1. Hari Om Puj Swami. Hari Om. So, this Hari Om is all various kinds. If you make a call, you say Hari Om. This is this is one way. Very sophisticated arist. Hari Om. This is one way. And another way is there. Hari Om, Hari Om. So this one is there. Somebody is sleeping and you have to Hari Om. Hari Om. Somebody is angry. You say Hari Om. Like that, you say. Everybody is different. Hari Om. Swamiji, could you please share in which scripture the exact geographical location of Ram Janmabhoomi is told? As per my study, it is in Valmiki Ramayana. If you want, I can give you the chapter number. Seeing that is in Valmiki Ramayana. This is somewhere in Vedas, it may be there. But I have seen in Valmiki Ramayana. Now it is said here, Swami ji, Hindi में है, I'll translate in English. राम मंदिर इतने युद्ध संघर्ष और मतभेद का विषय रहा और ये समस्याएं आगे भी बनी रहेंगी. क्या ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि हम इस स्थान को त्याग देते और भगवान राम के भारत में इतने अन्य मंदिरों में जाके प्रार्थना करने? Why only that temple and only that place? Understood or translated? The question is, this Ram Mandir was the center of controversies and conflicts for more than 500 years. So is it not that we should have left it and we could have prayed at some other temples? Why only that temple? So the answer is given now. First of all, any mistake should be corrected. Temple is not a temple. Temple is a center of faith. Temple represents faith of a particular religion or a particular society. Like our temple is there. It's a representation that we all love Lord and we all will live for Lord. Gurudev used to put it, you want the milk from the cow, you cannot pull anything and get the milk. You can't pull the horn. You can't pull the tail. You will get something. But not the milk. To get the milk, you have to approach the udder of the temple, above the milk of the cow. God is everywhere. But that temple is the center of faith where the experience of God is more. Their Shakti is there. Their power is there. There is a place where I can be quiet without effort. Like the magnet, effortlessly, in front of the magnet, all iron filings are automatically pulled. Similarly, in temple, the mind is automatically quiet. You must have gone to Badrinath, Kedarnath, Jamnotri, Gangotri. Numberless time I have gone by God's grace. I have never to put effort to focus on the ling there in any Char Dham or any Jyotirling or any temple. I never have to focus, my mind is running, let me see Badrinath. Rather it was to see Badrinath Bhagwan, nothing else at that time. It is the power of that place. So temple represents the collective faith of the particular nation in the society. And breaking the temple means I break your faith. I shatter your faith. You are wrong. Your faith is wrong. Your religion is wrong. This is the invaders they wanted to convey. That my faith is better and bigger and your faith and religion is wrong and false. And with this mistake, this was a mistake. I respect all faith. Please have continuity with your faith, but don't disturb my faith. And if it was a big blunder done by the invaders at that time. And if somebody comes forward and corrects that mistake in your life, has to be corrected, and let me tell you, it can be corrected. Collective mistake also can be corrected and should be corrected. If you don't correct the mistake will happen in a bigger manner next time. Mistake should be corrected at individual level or a social level or a national level. So if somebody breaks my temple, then is it not the government's responsibility and the people's responsibility to rebuild that temple? Even if it was 500 years it took, so what, but we will win. It is a trump of truth. It is a trump of faith. So first thing is that has to be clear. Mistake has to be corrected. And it is to tell that we are not cowards. We are not to be suppressed. We also can rise up. We are not sheep that will run away. We are afraid. We are lions. We'll roar again after some time. Our roar will be heard in the annals of the history to come. Kshatriya are there. Kunti told to Pandavas before Mahabharata, that day has come for which I fed you with my milk. Please wake. Hello, unko jaga do bhai. In deep sleep. उनको जगा दो. हाँ. Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om. You are in high. In the mission. So, so that day has come. हमने तो किसी के टेम्पल नहीं तोड़े. We don't break any church. We have not broken any of the religious places of any religion. We respect them. You also respect me. I invite you in my house, but if you break my house, then I will be corrected and also try to see that you don't come again. Simple logic is there. As far as why not build other temples? This temple is a center of love for Ramji. The faith on Bhagwan Ram is in this temple. The cosmic faith of Bhagwan Ram is in this Ram temple. Shiv temple is in Vishwanath ji, and Krishna temple is in Mathura. So why not correct those mistakes which has been made by the looters and invaders so many years back? We can also get up. Therefore, Kshatri word, Kshatatranat, one who protects from the hurt of from the unsocial element, antisocial element. So what is wrong in that? Every temple is not that temple. Every temple has its own history, but this temple specifically represents our love and faith for Ramji. Somebody attacks your father and mother, will you keep quiet? Ramji is father and mother of millions and billions of people. How can we keep quiet? So that has to be brought up. That has to be corrected. We have to build, and it is being built, and on 22nd January that is being opened also. Full swing work is going on. You must have heard all these things. The 3D images have been circulated on WhatsApp and all this. The resilience of the Sanatan Dharma is there. Waking up it is characterized by waking up that Hindu Dharma is there. And we think that, we were quiet. It was unfortunate portion that 1000 years we were persecuted. But we will rise, we will get up, and we will see that we rebuild all the temples, if not all major ones, without hurting anybody. We don't want to hurt anybody, including our own conscience. So this is the second reason. Is it okay? You can visit later on. Third question. क्या आपने राम मंदिर की पदयात्रा में भाग लिया था? क्या आपके ऐसे कोई अनुभव थे उस काल में? In 1991, I was a part. I didn't go to Ayodhya, but there is a big procession for the support of Ram Mandir. I was a part of that. My feelings were that we should be protecting our culture and protecting our religion, and we should be proud of being a religious Hindu, proud of being Sanatan Dharmi, and our heart should be for Bhagwan wherever we are. We should live for each other also. See Ram in all and worship Ram. Lastly, Swamiji, yes, for all the youth who have not been a part of and don't know the history of Ram temple in Ayodhya, since it is desecration and 500 years struggle until, why should they value this temple and its reclamation now, and how can they benefit? And you value it because it is the center of Bhagwan Ram. It is somebody is breaking your faith. How can you stop that? Swami Vivekananda went to some king's house, palace rather. And he said, Swamiji, I don't believe in Murti Puja, idol worship. He said, Acha, never mind. So he saw one photograph. He went there, he said, throw this out. He said, no, this is my grandfather's and father's photograph. He said, no, this is just a photograph. He said, through this I remember my grandfather. He said, through that temple I remember the God. Through that Ram Janmabhoomi temple, I remember that Bhagwan Ram came here. He took avatar here. He established the dharma here. He played there. Shastra are the pramana for Bhagwan Ram, not archaeological department. Although archaeological also proved it. That temple. But I don't consider that as main praman. Main praman is Shastra for that, because that is thousands and thousands of years back it happened. They should value this temple because it is a symbol of dharma actually. Symbol of God taking avatar here. Hinduism is the only religion where Bhagwan takes avatar. Avatar is nobody. He comes amongst us, he loves us, he shows how to live as ideal son or a disciple or a husband or a king. And those principles, Hindus are Hindus because they have followed Bhagwan Ram till today. We touch the feet, this was again Bhagwan Ram. What Vedas had said, Bhagwan Ram picturized it by action. His life was such that we value the Guru Bhakti was taught by Bhagwan Ram. Matra Pitra Bhakti was taught by Bhagwan Ram only. And it is not the temple that we value only. It symbolizes dharma. It symbolizes our value system also. The love for our God, elders, Shastra, Guru, Dharma, Ahimsa, Satya, Brahmachar, Upasana, 100 things are included in that particular temple. And therefore we should value the temple, and by valuing the temple we are valuing the Dharma also. And this is how, when you go there, you don't remember the temple, you say Bhagwan Ram had the quality. He had the quality of Kshama, he had the quality of forgiveness, he had the quality of devotion. Every morning, Puji Parthiyo Naiye Matha, he used to worship Lord Shiva and offer namaskar. प्रात काल उठी के रघुनाथा मातु गुरु पितु नावहि माथा अनुज सखासन भोजन करही. See the character. Namaskar was there. Togetherness. What has bound India from north to south and Sri Lanka is Bhagwan Ram's character. Therefore, Bhagwan Ram is represented to that temple. है ना? Say yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So next question. I have to complete. Not all question. Swamiji, I do not enjoy doing puja vidhi or Vedic chanting. Oh my God. But I enjoy doing pranayam, yoga and bhajan, etc. Does it mean my sadhana is incomplete? Of course. For if you all levels of sadhana is to address different weaknesses and layers of our personality. Yoga, etc. If it is yoga only for the body, it will cater your body. Pranayam is controlling your Shakti part, body. Bhajan you will do, it's good. But what puja does? What is the principle of puja? I offer this flower. Pushpam samarpyami. No relation is formed unless I give something and take something. The relation is based on giving. Supposing you stop giving, so our relation will become little weak there. And relation with the God is most important relation which saves us, because the strength of the Lord is only when you are with the Lord. Lord means dharma, Lord means vishwas, and Lord means atmagyan. Any person is sad because he is faithless or dharmless or atmagyanless. Just by I love you saying I love that person saying it won't work. One girl was there and one doctor and engineer, both were loving her. Both were giving her something. Engineer used to give him one apple every day, and doctor used to give him roses every day. Somebody said, why? Then engineer said, one apple a day keeps a doctor away. So by these things you are not strong. Strength comes from dharma. You have done right things in life. I have nothing which I have to hide. I can tell everything. I have done the right thing. I have no guilt. Okay? So if this dharma is not there, so dharma will not make you, without dharma you will be full of contradictions, conflicts, mental tussle, guilt. You will be afraid of going to the saint also. You will feel that he may not read my mind. He may not read my mind. And you cannot see eye to eye. Why? Because sin and merit can't meet together for a long time. You cannot live, you cannot face. Even if you are there, Devta of that saint will throw that. He doesn't want any pap around that. It requires a punya to be with the saint. What puja does? Puja makes your faith's relation with the God little concrete. Because I am weak, because I am not dharmic. Bhagwan give you the strength. Okay, I'll give you some strength to hold yourself. When Kamdev came in Ramayana, if you remember, he demolished everybody became Kami. Je rakhe Raghubir te ubre te hi kal. Who were worshipping God earlier, Bhagwan didn't allow the Kam to come in their mind. Ram bhagate binu mitahi ki kama. You cannot be dharmic without Ishwar Bhakti. And Ishwar Bhakti cannot happen unless you give something to the God. I am repeating it. Physically give, not mentally. Physically give with the speech. What is puja? Shraddha ki dravyatmak, kriyatmak, vanyatmak abhivyakti ko puja bolte hain. The expression, the verbal expression, the expression by object and the expression by action of your love and faith. Unless any emotion is given a vehicle, that emotion will die. Puja gives the emotion vehicle and that emotion increases. Say yes. Oh, I'm quite tired actually, no problem. If I stop talking to you every day, your emotion towards me will be lessened. And my emotion to you may be lessened, both ways. Because you get something physical and I also see something physical, therefore your love is expressed through your listening and my love is expressed through my talking. This has maintained our relationship. Oh, sounds good. I hope you will agree. So puja makes your center of faith very strong. Your relation with the God very firm. But one condition is there. And this is condition which is very tough to fulfill. Bhagavan does not accept puja unless the outer world, you don't hate anybody or you don't have jealousies, etc. This is written in Bhagavad 3rd canto actually. Bhagavan says, I was in that person also and you hate that person, so I don't think so I will take your puja. That means I don't want to be related to you. This is said in third canto of Bhagavad. So puja is very, very, very important whether your mind is there or not. It establishes your connection with the God. And it is a sthul sadhana, so you can hold to sthul sadhana, gross sadhana. ठीक है ना? Second thing is there that we have committed some sins, that sins are washed off by doing puja. Little. Third thing is there, we develop some bhav for Bhagavan, which I can use in the outer world. It's a laboratory for me. Yoga is at the physical level. Puja is at the physical, is the body. Yoga is for body. Puja is for mind and intellect. Our deep calm, krodh, samskar are very deep rooted. You need deep rooted relation to uproot it. And therefore you will not have satisfaction without. The way to Ishwar is through Virat and Hiranyagarbha. And the way to Brahman is through Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Ishwar. Virat means worshipping the outer world. Hiranyagarbha means doing jap, etc. And Ishwar means doing surrender. And then only you can approach Brahman. No shortcut. And any gratitude hai, bhai Bhagwan, somebody, supposing you call me or I call you in my house 10 times, please have lunch, and you came also. After 3-4 times, husband and wife will go in their house. He said, Mr. Mittal had been calling me 3-4 times. I think we should also call once, Although we'll get the food from outside, only vegetable we'll make here. You can order, you get the food from outside. Karanica, you get food. No, Karanica you don't get. Huh? Get? अरे तो बढ़िया है. So, बुलवा लेंगे उसको. बोले Mittal is calling us. So, we'll also call him. कुछ तो इतना पाने के बाद देने की इच्छा तो होती है. You think you drink the water. Bhagwan gives us water. Bhagwan gives us. Whole place water is not there. 100 times it happened in this ashram. Whole Chasford water is not there. Here only water is there. The tanker will come. Although Siya will write a note. We are short of water. Please don't wash clothes and all these things. Use water with restraint. Something like that is there. Sparingly. And next morning tanker has come. Whole place, Chatsworth light is not there. This is the place where light is there. You will not know the value unless you live where there is no light. I always say, what you have, please realize it a lot. Otherwise you will lose it in due time what you have. And the way of realizing is, I will also give you back, Bhagwan. You gave me the light, you gave me food, you gave me the hand, you gave me the leg. So many people can't walk, so many people can't eat properly, so many people don't have teachers, so many people don't have mantras, so many people are suffering. Go in your family, you can see. You're talking about, Anita was talking in the morning, I want to see my uncle and all this. He can't see. 100 things are there. You can't say thanks to the God, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. No, गलत बात है. ये तो बेईमानी है. This is cheating. Thanks to देना चाहिए. ये कोई बात है क्या? One day we'll come, we'll not be able to lift our hand to do puja. We can't walk and do parikrama. We will not be able to utter a mouth word also. Do archana before that. Only people will go, how are you? Go and visit the family members. You will know what is the meaning of old age then. So God is giving us so much. Is it not our dharma to say, You know, I went to Dwarka first time, 97, 98. What melts my heart is all this. I was also not doing that much of puja earlier. Moment I lift, this stops. So, the temple was closed. Pujari said, you have come, I'll open the temple. I said, don't open, I am late, it is my mistake, I'll come tomorrow. He said, no, God is saying. And he opened the temple. So many times I have seen this love of God. One who has loved you so much, we cannot express little love also. ये तो भाई बहुत बड़ी कृतज्ञता है. It is ungratefulness. When it comes to taking, I'll take from everything from God. When it comes to giving, I can't give 5 minutes to you, 10 minutes to you. ये कहाँ से बात हुई भाई? So, by puja, you get out of the path of ungratefulness also. In Valmiki Ramayana it is said, all sins have repentance except the sins of ungratefulness. Ungratefulness has no repentance. And therefore we should express. So puja is to establish relation with God, to have faith. And slowly, slowly, that Bhagavan who was sitting at one corner of your house, he becomes head of your family. Your attention is there. Even when you are closing the house and going out of station, you think who will offer agarbatti, who will offer bhog. ऐसे कैसे उनको छोड़ के जाए भाई? How to leave him? You ask somebody else, at least you offer bhog, you do something. कुछ तो रख जाना है. And some big murtis, they are supposing they put water and all this and then give. Still you feel the absence of that. See, अकेले वहाँ होंगे. You know the rule in temple? You cannot leave the temple open and go away. Priest has to sit there, like you don't leave the guest alone. He's a live God. So therefore puja is not optional, it is must, mandatory. Otherwise you will have more problems in life, physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, socially. But please do Virat Puja and then do this puja. Do puja of the people around and then Murti Puja will act, otherwise it will be null and void. Next question. Whatever I get in prarabdha will be, no matter how much effort I put. So how do I recognize what God wills of me in the first place, and where can I then use my free will if everything is God's desire and my fate? Why, this is wrong thing. Whatever will prarabdha will be there, but we don't know that every moment there is a mixture of two things. Prarabdha and you have a free will, then the result comes at the moment. I'm repeating it. You came here was my prarabdha. I have no control. But how much joy I will get with this relationship of you. Then I also have some free will to do something, to talk something, to think about you. So this will determine how much joy and sorrow I will have. Sometimes prarabdha is very strong, my free will does not act. Sometimes it is weak, depends, but every moment you can still do something at a physical, emotional level and then you can say. Example is, you go to the doctor. So he said, my doctor, what is my problem? He said, let me first test. So he says, oh, it's a simple flu. Take these 2 Panados 3 times a day. 3 times a day, 2 Panados, yes. I am writing. So he wrote, which you cannot read. So, one student was restricted in medical college because his handwriting was legible. So he wrote 2 Panados 3 times a day and he signed like that. But I'll be okay. Of course, he'll be 1 week, he'll be totally fine. Already you're round, you'll be sound also. So Next is there. So here prarabdha is weak, your free will can act a lot. You can change that. Next is, I think you have a very strong tumor is there. Where? In the brain. Oh, tumor is there. Operation is required. I'll be alive. Alive you will be, but normal I don't know. We are trying our best that your all memory is retained. I'll try my best. Acha? But I chant Meta Sukta. No, Meta Sukta also will forget after that. But how much chances are there that I will not lose memory? 50%. Oh, please, pray hard now. Doctor will say. To flu person, he didn't say pray hard. When is the operation? Operation will be tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yes. Why? After that, I'm going for holiday. Here they don't say operation, ops. Okay, ops will be tomorrow. The head operation, that they cut it like that. The skull they cut, I heard. Like you cut with the saw, like this, and they open two parts like pumpkin. So, I heard, I don't know how much it is true. Don't do anything wrong there for these possibilities. And anyway, doctor was there, always chanting Sundarkand and all these things. And ultimately, patient was saved because of prayer, because of his past. Life was saved and some memory had gone, but some memory was remaining. Third, he goes, oh, it's a fourth stage cancer. I think you go back home. What can be done? Sorry. It has all spread all over. It has gone to the lungs and towards the brain side also. Nothing can be done. We can just take painkiller. We'll pray. Pray. But doctor also knows it's difficult now. The case is not. Are you seeing three kinds of prarabdha? So prarabdha will never be alone. It is always with self-effort. Your free will can act, but its area of action can be small or big, depending on the prarabdha. You can always do that. And if it is unbearable, unchangeable, then you can always chant Lord's name. Okay, let's now go towards the few questions are remaining, which I can't all answer. How to have continuous 24-hour connection with the divine while doing all household chores? 24-hour connection, you will not sleep. Change your identity. Mother is 24 hours thinking about the child because she thinks I am the mother. I have to feed him. I have to give him water. Remembrance is not possible that you say Ram Ram, I have to work also. If you are doing your office work, say Ram Ram, I don't know what you will do then. You have to stop. My identity is I am the child of Bhagwan. Keep on repeating. Like I don't forget I am man. Bole, who am I? Am man or when I forgot for 1 hour. I don't forget I am a Swamiji here. I don't forget I am a son, daughter. I don't forget I am a wife. More is the love in some identity, lesser is the forgetfulness. If you are a disciple, you don't forget I am a disciple also. So change that. And that change happens how? By practicing. I do something physical. And therefore Sandhya is prescribed. Therefore puja is done. Ashtayam puja is done. 2 times puja is done. Namaskar is done. Morning everything is made secular. Karagre vaste Lakshmi karmule saraswati. You do like that. Morning you have to do like this. So that blood circulation can be there, and then you can put on your face and you can be awake properly. Before sleeping, you have to rub the soles of the feet. After getting up, palms of the feet. So that the endings of the nerves are all activated. Parkaragri. Before taking bath, have a mantra. Gange cha yamni cha. Before putting on dress, another mantra is there. Before eating, another mantra is there. Before sleeping, another mantra is there. Physical reminders are there. Before you go to the office, another mantra is there. Come back, another mantra is there. Divinize everything and say, Bhagavan, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours. Yours, I'm yours. ठीक है ना? More you attend satsang, more identity will be there. More you have a feeling of getting from God, more you will have a feeling of that I belong to Him. Everybody is husband, everybody may be wife. Or those are married. But not all will have a strong identity of husband and a strong identity of wife. Well, don't touch such sensitive topics. A strong identity of wife will be to that wife who has got lot of joy and love from husband. And a strong identity of husband will be from who's that husband who has got lot of love from wife. Otherwise, somebody says, you are husband, well, I don't know why I became husband. It is my misfortune that I became husband. Or I misfortune where I became wife. Wife has taken my life. Before marriage, what a life without a wife. After marriage, why I became a wife. To ask husband, he said, she is very invited forever. WIFE. I am not saying, it is not my notion. Why I married you? You will never be able to remember your wife with lot of, but supposing you get a lot from the wife. Supposing, very rare, supposing, very rare, then your identity as a husband will be of very good. Supposing you get a lot of love from husband, then identity of a wife. Who are you? I am his wife. Acha. What's your husband's name? Paneer. What? Paneer? No, actually his name is Panni, but we made it Paneer because it's very soft. He's so soft. He is very. I really love. Are you lucky as a wife? Of course, very lucky. He is the best husband of the whole world. Okay. So what is your identity in your eyes, wife? I'll live and die for him. Oh. You will be ever for 7 births, you can be there forever. I cannot live if he is not there. I pray to God that I should not be living when he is not there in this life. Whomsoever you in mad love, you cannot see yourself without his physical existence. Why? Identity of a wife is very strong. And if it is not strong, will you live without him? I am waiting. I can live. Achha, I am making a dialogue. I can live. Not that I will die. Similarly, when you get lot of love from God, your identity is very strong. मीरा के प्रभु गिरधरधारी. मीरा के प्रभु. देखो, मोरे सभी एक तुम स्वामी. भगवान ने हमको सब कुछ दिया है. अब अलग से मत याद करो भगवान को. Mother is not separately remembering his child. my baby, tinku, 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 tinku. Tinku, nama tinku. Kahan hai tinku? I have to give him milk now. I have to feed him. I have to get food for him. I have to give him bath. I am writing everything. अरे अपने आप ही याद आएगा आपको. It will be memory. You need not worry. अब बोले, who are you? I am mother. अच्छा अच्छा. ठीक है ना? I hope you are. This is the way. I also was thinking long back that Mamanusmara Yuddhacha, how is it possible in Gita? You change your introduction in your eyes. Whose introduction is very strong? Supposing somebody is Guru Bhakt, and all the time. So, he feels my Guru is my everything. Supposing. And this will happen, then he will always be connecting to Guru wherever he is. He cannot tolerate that I can live without making my Guru happy, and I will die for that. For that, death is a small deal. I will do everything to make him happy. And how that identity of the student will come? When he gets a lot of knowledge, love, devotion from the teacher. He cannot tolerate separateness from the teacher. Okay. So this is the continuous flow. Bade questions hai. These questions and answers are very long actually. And time is saying, please stop. बहुत मेहनत लगती है. अब see, this ashram is there. Each and every pore, each and every brick, each and every particle that is made is by the grace of the Lord. And naturally my identity will be that He does everything for us. Each and every grain of food that goes in my mouth, it is from Him only. Each and every sip of water is from Him. I know that. Because I don't have anything that I can give it. It is more a realization of that. Okay, how to increase one's sadhana as I am dissatisfied and always think I should do more? Satsang. Satsang is the best thing. Listen. Even half-hearted you listen. Sleepingly you listen. Listen. Well, I am feeling very sleepy. Don't worry. Leave that portion to me. I am thinking of putting 2 more speakers there. Therefore I crack some joke, therefore I make it live slightly, because some people come from office and all these places. Whole day is quite busy. Some issue has come in between, that also is there. Not that all day was very good. It was a messed up day. And to catch attention. Satsang is the best thing. Provided you are inspired by satsang. And you are feeling really, some depth is there. You are feeling closer to God by the satsang. Oh, time is over. We carry a lot of incomplete completions from the past that often prevents us from focusing on the mind, the higher goal. What do you advise and what are your thoughts on someone wanting to use the process of completion to overcome these obstacles on the path? Just come to mission and relax. No thoughts are there. Ek sadhe, sab sadhe, two things. Satsang and sadhana, do lot of jap. Hum puja you do. Pray to God. Please take away all the incompleteness of the past. Pray every day. What you want, tell to God. Okay. Pray to God. He listens then. He will not leave you. Prayer is there where you have done something and you know it's very difficult, I cannot do it. You have done and you have been defeated by something. There prayer comes, where your doership has diminished. You want Ishwar's doership to dominate. You don't pray, may I eat food. You automatically eat food. But I have seen people who are not able to gulp food because of the disease. They pray that today may I gulp some fruit. Because they cannot do it. Pray to God. Dear Swamiji, how can we be forever with you? Lo. Be with whatever sadhana I say. Sadhana and satsang, I always say, read Gita every day, read Ramayana every day, do puja every day. Follow what I say, what you feel is right, and you will be with me. We cannot be at the physical level, but we can be with the thoughts. I cannot be physically with Gurudev all the time, but what thoughts he had given, I can be within thoughts all the time. Many saints I was there very close to, but they are not physically available to interact. But when I have to interact with them, I go to their thought. Dhyan Moolam Guru Murti. Guru Murti is of the Shabd Moolam. We can be there. Time is over. I wish to ask Swamiji one question today's satsang. Living in the world of relations, how to take rightful decisions. When one mind is conflict, by make your priority right, decisions will be right. Arjun was also confused because his priority was not right. His priority was attachment with the relatives rather than with the God. Priority make the God and your decisions will be fine. If one is very good person and loves Puranas like Gita, but obstacles come in the way, what to do? Do more puja, jap and pray to God. He will remove everything. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Please forgive me if I have missed certain questions. Time is over. We can take it later. Next. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare